or the changes in the Military Act, it largely seems to that it is directly influenced with the with the politics. And that is very dangerous for any country. The government, on one hand, has always been has claimed that it is working for the supremacy of the civilian authority, but in fact, they have surrendered more power to the military establishment. Well, the first thing that they have trying to further tighten the government's control or executive's control over the judiciary, which is going to be very harmful because if independence of judiciary goes away, then it will bring down the entire edifice of the government and the constitution. So I think the biggest danger is that by trying to do so, or by trying to curtail the powers of the judiciary, they are also damaging the very foundation of the constitution. The other thing is that by giving extension to the tenure of the chief of army staff, not only the chief of army staff, but also all the services chiefs, it's going to set a very bad precedent. Number one, it seems that why there is a need for extension, because what we have seen in the past, that even during the war, the command has been changed. And what is the special circumstances in which this kind of law is being passed? I think it's very clear, that it has been done with certain understanding with the military leadership, which is going to be very harmful for the democratic process in this country. We have already seen the lengthening shadow of the establishment over the political structure, and this kind of extension or the long term for the army chief is giving them more power. And I think probably and what is more important is that the timing of this new or the changes in the Military Act, it largely seems to that it is directly influenced with with the politics. And that is very dangerous for any country. The government, on one hand, has always been has claimed that it is working for the supremacy of the civilian authority, but in fact, they have surrendered more power to the military establishment. It seems that this is a very sad state of affairs. Because what we have seen in the past too, that despite all the differences, all the political parties of all the shades, whether they are in government or in opposition, they have supported the extension to the military chief. One case in point is the extension for former chief of army staff General Qamar Bajwa. This bill was presented by the PTI, which was in the power at that point, and it was supported by all the political parties, and the bill was passed with consensus. And although the opposition has been criticizing the army chief or directly accusing him of being responsible for bringing power Imran Khan. When it comes to this extension, they all fell in line. So that has been a kind of that also exposed the hypocrisy of our political leadership across the board. Now, in this case, yes, they have opposed the 26th Amendment, the PTI. They have actually boycotted the vote when this new series of bills were presented. But outside the parliament, they were quite shy of criticizing this particular amendment in the Military Act, which has given extension or which has extended the tenure of service of the military chief and other head of the armed forces. I think probably this also shows that when it comes to the establishment, nobody wants to talk about it. Well, it's already seen, because what we are witnessing is the the role of the civilian authorities has diminishing, and we have seen the increasing presence of the military in every aspect of the government. I think we have seen in the past a hybrid rule under the PTI, but it is much more of a hybrid rule. What we are witnessing today is basically a quasi-military rule with a civilian facade. And with the long-term tenure for the army chief, it will further strengthen its power. And I think probably that will bring this virtually will be a martial law, and obviously with a civilian facade where the civilian rulers will just have minimal role, or maybe actually just a facade of democracy will continue. And I think probably this is the biggest danger. And what we have already seen, that the coercive powers of the state is being increasingly used, and one knows that very well that who is behind it. So I think probably what we're witnessing is Pakistan sliding back to some kind of military-dominated regime. By bringing these amendments in the constitution and passing these controversial laws, the present dispensation has damaged immensely damaged the democratic process in the country.